This is the Mark 11 Mod Zero that I have. I decided it's been sitting collecting dust for a while, and my tree stand hunt didn't go as well as I planned. So I thought, well, you know what? The area I found I can set up a blind in Sam Houston is it's got 100-meter corridors, and there's some that are 300-400 meters out. And I thought, this would be the perfect rifle for that. Extremely accurate. It's a 7.62, basically 308 Winchester. And is extremely accurate. I've shot steel plates out at 1,000 yards, 12-inch steel plates all day long with this rifle. It's very accurate. I wouldn't shoot a deer that far out, of course. It doesn't have the oomph, I don't think, to shoot deer that far, and I wouldn't attempt it. But for 400 meters, it's extremely accurate, and at 600 meters, I can shoot about a 3-inch group with it on even my worst days, even with my glaucoma and whatnot going on. So basically what I have here is the Mark 11 Mod Zero, and what I did was I added a different scope to it. And the reason I did that is because the scope that was on there, bear with me here, the scope that was with me that I had on it was a 10 power, so I put that on a different weapon. And I added a 8.25 by 25. And what I like about this scope is it has a lighted reticle. And sometimes I have a tendency to say the wrong words. The older you get, the worse it gets. But anyway, let me turn this on here real quick, holding it one-handed, and let you see the reticle real quick. Most people call them crosshairs in the civilian world, but we call them reticles. So let me see there we go. See, it's a lighted reticle, lighted crosshairs, mil dot, basically. And it makes it nice in low light conditions. It goes all the way down, different powers. You can go lower power. I think that one is at, what is that? Can't read without my glasses. I think it's a 3, 4. Anyway, and then all the way down to shutting it off. And at the top, it'll tell you when it's off. So anyway, I decided I'll use this rifle. And the reason for it, like I say, is extremely accurate. And I thought, well, follow-up shots are extremely quick with this rifle. You don't even feel the recoil of it. It's a heavy weapon, so setting off a bipod or off a monopod in a blind would be really, really easy. You get a shot in between that 100-meter lane, and if it's not good or it's off, you can get another shot off easily, quickly with this weapon. So I decided to go ahead and do that. This is the weapon I'm going to use, so I thought I'd just show that and talk about why I'm going to use it. And I know a lot of people don't like the AR platform, but I thought, well, I'll go ahead and put it out there anyway and give it a shot. It's sitting collecting dust, might as well use it. Have it, and I have I think it's called a Phantom, G3 Phantom. I'm not sure exactly if it was G3 or not. It was a military pack that we tested back, I think 2000 something. Anyway, we decided not to use them, but I'm going to show that in the second part of this video and let you see that. And anyway, without babbling on about it, that's my Mark 11 Mod Zero, and that's what I'm going to use. And you'll see in my next video that I make, when I get out to the blind and I'm hunting, I'll have this weapon and pack system that I'm going to show next. Okay, here is my pack, the Ebler stock, and I hope I'm saying that right. That's the name of the pack. We tried these in the military. I don't know if we purchased them or they were given to us by the company. And we had a few options to them when we had them, and they didn't have the aluminum stays in them, so they didn't work out so great for us. But your weapon goes in here, and one of the reasons why we didn't go for it, but anyway, let me show you. Weapon goes right up against your back in here, and it can fit a full-size, sniper rifle, like our AR-10 platforms fit perfectly, and then we zip at the bottom to let air out, or if you're, whatever, if you got a suppressor on it, you're under your suppressor out the bottom, you can do that. Anyway, it's a full-length, rifle bearer. It works good with AR platforms. This one is wide. Has a cover that goes on the top, covers the weapon. It's not really waterproof. It is water resistant. I think it's Cordura. It just didn't work out really well for us because it didn't have aluminum stays, and the scope and the weapon was right up against your back. You only had a little bit of padding here, and the Cordura to keep it from bouncing against your back, really. And I mean, it wasn't bad, but there's not a great amount of padding back here between it. And without having aluminum stays, it made this extra bag here that you can unzip from it here, and you can take the actual pack off but it didn't have additional attachment points to put the straps in there, if I remember correctly, that you couldn't take these straps off and put it on and use it as a day bag. So it really didn't work that well for us for what we were doing. It had some good points that you could roll it over and you could, see, I'm doing this with my one hand again. You could shoot off a shooting rest here on top, or, you know, you could, you know, pull your weapon out while it's on your back. You can just reach over your back, grab the weapon and pull it straight out. It has many pouches on it, which is kind of nice. Pouch at the top for different gear, communications gear, or whatever, if you had communications gear. It has 2 large cylinder pouches on the out on each side, which work good for your spotting scope and tripod. It has 2 reservoir pouches on each side. Not reservoir pouches. These are like you put, I guess, water bottles or whatever in them. You know, they're kind of an awkward angle. So if you put something in the outside here, it really wouldn't work for much of anything else. I don't know actually what the design was for that, but we never necessarily used those. On each side, because it was back in the day, we had the old reservoirs that were long and cylinder type. So they had these hooks so you could put the 100 or 70 liter ounce reservoirs down in each side of the pack. Hope I'm not babbling here. And they would go on each side. You have one on each side here that you can put the reservoirs. You could carry 2 water bladders on each side of this, which is kind of nice. The other thing that we added to it, we all ordered these Max Edition insulated pouches here. I believe they're Max Edition, I think, if I remember correctly. We ordered, maybe not, I can't remember. We ordered a lot of stuff sometimes to our supply. And these are insulated, and it's real nice because it keeps your Nalgene bottle or insulated bottle on the side, and it has an actual insulation in it. This is one of the better ones. And of course, we keep our water purification tablets on the outside, or whatever else we needed. We didn't have the electronic, what do you call them out? They used to purify the water. We didn't have electronic ones back then, so we always had to use the tablets to chlorine dioxide to treat the water. But anyway, this is the pack I'm going to use on my blind deer hunting hunt. Of course, I'll add throw the blind on the back, strap it to the back along with a chair. And one of these side pouches, you can, or one of these side areas, you can just strap it to the side. They only have 1 strap on it, which is kind of odd. Usually 2 would work better on it. It was an early design, I think, for them. I have no fault with Ebler stock. They make good. It's good quality, absolutely good quality. Just this one didn't have the aluminum stays in it, which we needed for support. And it could have used, you know, at least 1 more of these on the side to hold gear and whatnot. Other than that, their packs are really good quality. I'm not going to say anything bad about them. We just didn't opt to get them. I think the Marine Corps actually went with them. We didn't. But all in all, not a bad pack, and I'm going to use it because it's been sitting up in the attic. I've got a bunch of stuff toys I kept that I'll start using every so often just to do a video on it, because I'm getting old and I want to leave something behind to, you know, someday my daughter. That's why I do the channel, basically, really show people some of the stuff I did, and also give my daughter something to look back and go, oh, Dad did that? Oh, Dad had that? I didn't know that. Anyway, corny as it sounds, that's why I do these videos and help people out if they have any questions about certain things. All right, well, there's my video, and any comments, post them below. Thanks.